Welcome back to the channel, and today we are diving back into Juno New Origins, which I didn't know until I saw your comments on the first episode that apparently it used to be called Simple Rockets 2, and this is the first spaceship constructor simulator type game I've ever played. So I've never played Simple Rockets, I've never played Kerbal Space Program, so this is kind of breaking new ground for me. Now, we're going to continue from where we left off with the career mode because this is a great way to kind of teach me what is going on here, and we are able to earn $100,000, which is massive compared to what we've been working with before on either one of these ones. This is just kind of something we've already done in previous ones where we have to blow up one of our own rockets. It seems like it's just a repeatable, easy way to earn 25,000 rockets. And I just noticed, thank goodness, that there are difficulty ratings for these, medium and hard. So Buck Marshall here wants to give me a medium one for 100K going sideways. This will be a good refresher one because it's similar to one I've already tried before. This one wants me to fall 100 kilometers away from the village, which is our starting point. The previous one that I think I ended the last episode on, I had to go 30 kilometers away from the village. So this is gonna be a lot longer of a distance. So I get a 20K signing bonus, and then I'll win 80K after I successfully complete it. All right, well, I think this might be my first medium difficulty. I don't know what the last one was, but let's accept it and see if we can build a rocket that is capable of going 100 kilometers away from the starting point. So I have a lot to learn as far as what all of these parameters do as far as how they impact flight and stuff like that. So what I just did was I expanded my fuel tank. So we should have a lot more fuel available to us because we're gonna need a lot more fuel if we're gonna travel a farther distance. Makes a lot of sense to me, right? I hope I'm on the right track with this. Let me see what is changing here. So explosive power changes, of course, but I'm kind of surprised at how little information it gives me about my fuel tank other than its explosive power. Like, it doesn't tell me how long the burn will last, or was that because my engine wasn't actually attached to it at that point? Now I have a motor, so we have thrust, exhaust velocity, all this like just stuff that's a little bit over my head. And I'll probably eventually learn what it actually means. But for right now, I am a complete noob, just throwing rockets into the atmosphere and seeing what happens. So let's continue to do that. Oh wait, hold up, really, I gotta make sure really quick. All right, good, my gyros are enabled. That is going to allow me to angle myself away from the launch area so we can actually get this 100 kilometer launch. I have completed tier 1 of launched crafts by exceeding 5. Oh, okay, well, that's probably just got me some new tech points. So launch a new craft, crash at least 100 kilometers away from the village. Let's press space, get this rocket up in the air, right? We're gonna get up in the air, right? Okay, now is there any information that would tell me that that was about to happen? So I have 3.48 kilonewtons of thrust, and my mass is 391 kilograms. I'm sure there's some math I could do to figure out that that amount of thrust is not enough to move that amount of mass, but I don't happen to have those formulas just sitting around in my head. Contrary to popular belief, I am not a genius. So there should be an easy solution to this. If I select this motor, I'm gonna go into radial symmetry here, move it out to the side. Now we should have 4 times the amount of thrust. And if that doesn't get off the ground, like, I've got some college to go to. All right, here we go. Please take off now. That is what I'm talking about. All right, let's get some upwards velocity and then start turning ourselves. Okay. I still have to learn why this happens. The faster we go, it might just be a wind resistance thing, but at some point the gyroscopes seem to just really stop working a lot, and we are out of fuel now. We are only 12 kilometers away. I don't feel good about this. We have to get to 100 before we land. Man, I can't even imagine what is going to be involved to getting to another planet, or even landing without crashing isn't even on my radar yet. Like, I don't even know how this game expects me to land a rocket without crashing. All right, we are actually doing okay, but I don't think we're doing enough. Tier 2, distance flying, exceeding 100 kilometers. All right, some more tech points. Okay. But yeah, we are not gonna make it. Looking at this, we're only 55 in. And 67.5. We might have enough thrust, but that wasn't a good launch. So let me see, without changing any of the parameters, let me just see if I can have a much better takeoff. No, keep going. All right, we're at like 45. This might be better. This might actually be better. This went way better Okay, no, not that much. There we go. Like 45 degrees. I want you to stay on that trajectory. Yes. This might be a way better launch. Let's see what happens. Complete airspeed Mach 5. Oh, Mach 0.5. Never mind. We're not quite at the sound barrier. Oh, Mach 1. There we go. Okay, we have broken the sound barrier officially. This is doing way worse because I didn't get nearly enough altitude. Yeah, so I think I didn't get far enough away from the gravitational pull of the Earth to really take advantage of that low atmosphere reduced drag effect. But we clearly got some work ahead of us. I thought that was going to be a much better one. I thought I actually had a chance. This is turning out to be a much more complicated set of challenges than I was expecting. This is just a slightly longer version of the previous challenge that I've already done, and it's proving to be a lot harder than I expected. So the only thing I can really think of is just more fuel. But let me just see. If I give myself much more fuel and more engines, I mean, that's gotta have a positive effect, right? Okay, so I have learned getting more altitude before tilting is better. Okay, we are getting off the ground. I do not like the velocity that we are achieving here, or lack of velocity rather. All right, let's start tilting ourselves. Oh, look at that. It's like fighting it. This speed is really, really bad. Maybe I can taper this a little bit more to have less wind resistance. This is terrible. This is really, really bad. I mean, we are lasting a lot longer, actually. We're really picking up speed as we get out of the atmosphere, which makes a lot of sense. The higher up we go, the less resistance there should be. Look at this. What if I accidentally went into orbit and I never landed? That would be amazing and terrible at the same time. But we are halfway. We are still gaining altitude. Oh, this is so interesting. We have this in the bag, I think. And we just reached the apex. And we are way more, this is gonna be a waiting game just to land now. All right, well, we did it. We did it. Time to touch down. No need to survive this one. That's the easy part. And here comes the ground. Can we crash? Oh, big mystery there. It turns out we succeeded on the crash landing. All right, end flight. We just got 80K for destroying our rocket. Okay, so that was a medium one, and now I have 80 points in the tech tree. So let's unlock some more contracts before we pick the next one. All right, so now we can have a maximum of 6 contracts, which is double what we have right now. Max active crafts. The management of multiple crafts in orbit is complex. This is limited to ensure you don't pollute the system for no reason. So apparently I can just have crafts out doing things while I'm doing other stuff with other crafts. The map view is a great tool used to check your crafts from space, and also being able to check other planets and moons in advance. I didn't even know I didn't have a map view right now. Okay, well, let's unlock that. That'll be super useful for getting to other planets, wouldn't it be? I still have 50 points to spend? What do I want to do? I could do, all right, what is this stuff? I will get new contracts after unlocking system engineers. May require other dependencies. This will also increase my maximum contracts again, and my maximum active crafts, and display orbit lines. Knowing your rocket trajectory is vital for space travel. This will let you predict where and when you're going to be in a certain spot. That sounds like essential. Like you can't, we're never gonna get to another planet without that, but I don't know if I want that now, because that seems like a far away goal. Okay, other than that, what else do we have here? We have the parachute stuff, an interstage that splits our craft so we get max stages if we want to do a multi-stage takeoff. And here's what I was talking about. This gives us a whole new engine. They compare it to a deflating balloon in terms of complexity and thrust. We can increase our rocket engine size, so that'll be useful for these kind of career objectives. A more refined version of jet fuel mixed with oxygen, providing high energy density. See, that seems, I think this might be the one for us if we're going to be trying to go a lot farther. But let's actually check on the next the career mode thing. So we should be able to get more contracts, not yet apparently. So this going sideways appears to be a repeatable one like the fireworks. Now it is increased to 500 kilometers away. But let's look at wet rockets. Polluting the oceans is bad, but getting complaints from the neighbors about things dropping in their lands is worse. Launch a rocket and drop it in any ocean. Okay, that's interesting. So this one isn't, wait, if I accept both of these at the same time, oh, there we go. What if I go to an ocean 500 kilometers away from the village? Whoa, this is 150K now? But could I could get 250K? So this one requires me to crash. I cannot do this one at the same time because this one makes me explode up in the air. This one requires a crash landing. All right, well, let's give this a try then. And you know what? Knowing that, I am going to do what I was just talking about, chemistry lover, because I want to get this new fuel type, a new engine type, pressure fed. The simplest rocket engine, it's not very powerful, but works great in space. As a plus, it can gimbal, enabling, this seems more like those like little course correction engines. All right, well, let's unlock this. That seems like it's gonna be useful. Hopefully I can figure out how to use this stuff. We have our gyro here. If I make this bigger, does it have a better gyroscopic effect, do you think? But man, look at the price difference with this as I go up and down. Let's just keep it at around like 2,000, like right there. All right. Let's go ahead and just start. Let's put this nose cone on top of here. So the fuel tank can hold many different types of fuel. I don't exactly know yet how to change those types of fuels. Let's just make this nice long fuel tank and little bit wider. Oh, there we go. That's what I was wanting to do before, making it a little bit more conical. So we have a solid motor and then the gnome engine. It doesn't really give me a lot of details on what to expect with the difference of them. That looks so tiny. Can I make it bigger? Oh, here we go. Size. It's at 50% size. Whoa! Okay, look at our, we were at 50%. The thrust is 5.85 kilonewtons. If I raise this up, it goes up to 52 kilonewtons of thrust. And then this one, look how tiny that one is. This one has 3.84, and then it only goes up to 7.82. Okay, I know what I'm using then. Gnome engine it is. Will a single gnome engine be enough if I set it to 150? That almost looks too big, doesn't it? Is it? I don't know. I really wish it would tell me, based off of the size of my fuel tank, how much time to expect the burn to be. Oh my goodness, there's a burn time. Why did I not see that before? It's exactly what I was looking for. Wait, 21 minutes? Is that real? 21 minutes of burn time? I feel like I had seconds. Wait, burn time 4.86. Oh, that's because of the amount of, oh, my fuel tank is massive. That's why. So if I put this up, 2 hours of burn time. Oh, now I see the difference between the gnome engine and this rocket engine. The rocket engine is going to last so much longer. The gnome engine is probably going to be so much more powerful. But I want to see this gnome engine at work for the first time, so I'm going to stick with that. All right, and don't worry, I did not forget the fins. Oh my goodness, these fins are so tiny right now. Look at these tiny little fins. There's a maximum size to these. Okay, if this is, I gotta make it as big as I can. This is literally as big as I can make this. We are 31 tons, 52 kilonewtons. Is that even gonna be close to enough to make this thing fly? Issue, your craft has one or more issues and cannot be launched at this time. This craft is too tall for the selected launch location. I am 28.86 meters tall and I can only be 10 meters tall. All right, my craft is looking great and is ready for launch. Now what is my burn time? 5 minutes? Oh, you've given me so much less. It was at 21 minutes before. Okay, well, is it 5 real-time minutes that it's actually gonna burn? Because that's still a lot of time. All right, what kind of launch is this going to be? So I have to drop a rocket off 500 kilometers away and also in the water. We have our map here, but it seems like the nearest water is up in this direction, and I have no idea how far that is. Toggle map view, here we go. All right, the map doesn't appear to be as useful as I was hoping. I really wish I could just measure distance and figure out how to face in a certain direction, but I cannot figure that out right now. Oh, there's a compass. Okay, when I click on this, it shows me the compass. So I want to go northwest. So I definitely want to go over in that direction. And I don't really know how far. I don't even know if that's 500 kilometers away or not. I have no context on this map. But let's see what happens. Here we go. We're launching. What? Actions. Power. Huh? What? This is apparently completely different. Apparently, I don't know how this gnome engine works. When I press space, this goes up to 100. And before, with the other engine, when I press space, it would just start burning. Oh, this has this has like control. Oh, I can turn this on and off. That is interesting. Is this strong enough though to actually lift me off the ground? That's not looking very strong. I should be dragging across the ground there. Let's retry. I can steer myself with this one. This might not be the one that I want for this launch here. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, space to activate it. Here we go. This is not very strong. So let me apply more of these. This is now 158 kilonewtons of thrust, and I weigh 8 tons. All right, quick, engineers, do the math. Is that enough? That enough thrust? Let's find out. One or more potential issues. Let's view the issues. This craft will cost 315,000 to launch from Juno Village. Why is this so expensive? Is it just these? How much is one of these engines? Hold on. All right, I just went from 300,000 to 33,000. I think I found my problem. Hey, wait a minute. I just realized something. I never tried different fuel types. How do I choose the fuel type? Fuel type, Carolox. This will be interesting to actually compare. Change this engine to 150%. Add the radial symmetry. Why is my burn time 0 seconds? Yeah, oh no, fuel type Carolox. What? If I switch to solid fuel, my burn time is 5 minutes. I'm very confused why the Carolox doesn't have a burn time. Let's try it and just see what happens. Oh no, there's more issues. Missing a solid source. These engines require a solid source. Well, it's called a solid motor, so I guess that makes sense. Whoa, oh, there's so many things that I could adjust. Oh, that lowers the thrust. Let's go to 75%. Okay, let's make sure that we're heading northwest. Let's bring up our map. And here we go. Well, this is... It's not looking good. Let's put the nozzle size back to 100%. All right, I'm just gonna make this rocket a lot thinner. I can delete this extra set of fins. I can also change the radial symmetry of these back down to 4. I'm ready for liftoff. This time, I'm gonna lift off, right? What? Am I really just that heavy? I gotta be honest, this is not looking good for either of my quests right now. I just wanna see if this thing can get up in the air as is. There we go. All right, go this way. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop going sideways. This isn't looking good. I tilted way too soon. Well, we broke the sound barrier. Maybe that's my excuse. Are we gonna make it towards the ocean? We could make it if I got further away from Earth. Oh, I have to reach 30 kilometers altitude. I'm only 9.8 kilometers up. Drop a rocket far from the village. We have to go 500, and this is looking like less than 500. So we might want to actually aim off the continent here. All right, so now we want to go mostly west, a little bit southwest. So let's head in that orientation. We're gonna go up a decent amount first. There we go. All right, now slowly start tilting. All right, now just come on. Come on, more. We need more sideways. This should start increasing in speed. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, I see water. I think it's my first time actually seeing the water. We do not have nearly enough horizontal velocity. I don't think we're gonna make it to a body of water 500 kilometers away. But if I angled a little bit quicker, perhaps that could happen. Let's keep trying. So I gotta figure out how high I need to be before I start angling. Let's just angle a little bit at the beginning. Okay. I feel much better about my horizontal velocity on this one here. We got there a little bit quicker. Yeah, we got a decent amount of horizontal velocity. I'm happy with that. Oh, I was just able to get it. Oh, here we go. For some reason, we have warp speed now. This is fantastic. Time warp craft is on a course to enter the atmosphere, so I can no longer go faster. Look how close we are. There's the ocean. We're not gonna make it, but we're so close. Are we gonna make it 500 kilometers? Are we just gonna barely mess up both of these? I'm gonna make this, please. 500, yes, okay, at least we got one of them. We're gonna get some cash for this. But that was the medium one. I still haven't, the hard one is gonna be really hard. That gave us 120K. Let's end flight, or should we retry? Let's try to get both of them. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go for this body of water up here. It's a little bit closer. So that might be within 500 kilometers, which will make it easier to do both quests at the same time. I'll probably want to go about here. Trajectory's looking good. I'm gonna change it a little bit steeper in this direction. This is looking good. I actually like this. Now, when we get outside the air we go, now we can increase our speed a lot. Oh, we're over the water. No way, no way. Is this gonna happen? This might actually happen. This is good. 440. Oh, this is gonna be really close. Distance-wise, this is gonna be so close. Please get over 500. 2 parts are taking heat damage. I'm fine with that. We wanted to destroy this thing. No, it's not gonna make 500. We're gonna get in the water, but we're not gonna get the 500. 480. I cannot believe that. I am determined to get both of these in one go. All right, I've added a little bit more fuel and 1 more engine. So now, let's see if this gets us any further. This is already feeling like we have a lot more power. All right, I think we're breaking through the atmosphere now. Yep, you can see the heat happening on the front of the craft. Here we go. Oh, we're breaking 500, no problem. Look at this. Look at this. All right, we got this. We got this in the bag now. As long as I don't hit like an island, then I should get both of these. Well, it does say crash release 500, but that's already checked. I just have to touch down. Does the water count as touching down? Did I do it? Did I finally do it? Both of these quests at the same time? We are going straight into the ocean. This is great. Wait. What happened? Part command disk exploded from excessive heat damage. You gotta be kidding me. That's never happened before. That made me fail this because I have to actually touch down. Does the rest of the ship touching down? And I didn't get any of them actually. I had it that time. Hear the sad music. Because I had it. I was 500 kilometers away. I was about to land into the water, and for the first time ever for some reason, my command disk explodes from heat damage. Can I fix that? Oh, here we go. Heat shield is at 0, a heat layer that prevents heat damage until it gets depleted. I don't have the ability to give it a heat shield. I'm gonna shape the rocket like this and see what happens. That might help shield some of the resistance against the command disk. All right, now I gotta do that perfect launch again. There we go. Please, nose cone, do your job and block the heat with this new shape. All right, now when we get back into the atmosphere, I want to use the gyro to angle it back in. I don't know if we're going to be able to actually make the 500 kilometers this time. But the question is, how's the heat going to do on the command disk? Nose cone is taking heat damage. Doesn't say command disk is taking heat damage. Nose cone exploded. Command disk is taking heat damage. Dang it. But that time I did not get the distance that time. All right, I'm gonna keep trying until I get this. Changing the fuel tank. We're keeping the rocket like a straight formation here with the command disk. And then I'll actually widen the bottom a little bit. That might be too much, but I don't know. We'll see what kind of impact that has now. Nose cone taking damage. It's gonna break right now. 2 parts are taking heat damage. Please, please, please survive. Why did I make this a goal for myself? I'm going to add another fuel tank on top of the command module, and this fuel tank is going to have 0 fuel in it. So it is just going to be a layer, just like that. And then I'm gonna add another one, and then I'm gonna add the nose cone. So maybe it'll give a couple of stages of destructibility from the heat damage before it gets to the command disk, and maybe we can survive that re-entry. Brand new strategy, brand new nose build. Oh, we're cutting it close this time. No, we're gonna get the 500, but we definitely didn't make it as far this time as before, which could be good. That means we probably didn't go as high, which means our re-entry might be smoother. Always bringing the heat on this channel. Yep, 500. All right, we did it. Please just survive. 4 parts are taking heat damage. All 4 at the same time? This is bad. Please survive. No, 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 no. Get into the ground. Get into the water. It happened. It finally happened. Look at that. 2 check marks up here. Drop a rocket in the water and drop a rocket 500 kilometers from the village. That was such a difficult goal to do. We got ourselves a bunch of money that time because, yeah, we have 367,000 now. And strangely, no new contracts? But we have 55 tech points. Oh, okay, let's spend some stuff in the tech tree. Well, we definitely want to get some heat shielding going on, so I'm definitely going to do this one. This gives us some parachute stuff. I'm just going to go with that. And then we can finally get some heat shielding after that. So this game is not easy. This game is very, very hard. I just tried to do some relatively basic stuff when you think about it. I just tried to fly far sideways. I tried to fly towards the ocean. That was essentially what this episode was flying towards the ocean, and that was extremely difficult. So if you'd like to see more of me trying to struggle to complete some basics of rocket science, then definitely let me know down in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this one, you'll probably enjoy some more that you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.